Here we go. All right, welcome to my channel. My name is Miranda Suess. I'm a wedding photographer based in New Jersey and in New York. I am creating videos here on YouTube for photographers and couples planning their wedding. Now, this video is really focused on couples planning a wedding, but if you're a photographer watching this could be super helpful for you for talking to your couples about this subject. And what we're talking about today is officiants, and especially officiants that are friends, family members of the couple. So I have some tips to share with them, and I'm talking to you as a couple to share with your family or friend member that is officiating your wedding. Now, as a wedding photographer, I am obsessed with weddings that are unique and to the couple and stepping out of the traditions and doing things that they want on their wedding day, not based on what their parents did and what they're supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things that I find that a lot of my couples are doing is asking their friend or family member officiate their wedding. I love it. It's always funny. It really makes the ceremony enjoyable to be a part of and watch and witness, and having those moments with someone special with you up there, getting married to you on in front of all your family and friends. I think it's one of the most amazing things to have on a wedding day. Now, let me share some tips with you to share with that person, because a lot of the times I find that these friends and family members that are officiants really don't do it as a profession. Sometimes they've done a couple for other friends and family members, but most of the time it's their first time. They're really nervous. They write down everything on a book of what to say, and they follow it to a T, right? So we need to add some things in there. Maybe you don't even know as a couple that these tips are going to be very useful for your officiant. Now, if you don't have a friend or family member officiating your wedding, it's somebody else that maybe that is marrying you from like a church or something like that, that's fine. They may find these tips also helpful if they never really heard about it. And why I'm making these tips is because I'm a photographer, and I could speak for videographers too. A lot of the times I find there's mistakes with these officiants making on a wedding day, and kind of not ruining the photo experience, but just basically it could be fixed and worked on if they knew that it's kind of messing up the photo compositions and video compositions, and probably the guest experiences too. So let's dive right on in. Right. So first things first is, if you're doing an unplugged wedding where nobody in the crowd is allowed to use their phone or devices to photograph during their wedding ceremony, because a lot of people love taking pictures during their wedding ceremonies. As a guest, they like stepping into the aisle and getting in the way of the photo and video shots, things like that. And I appreciate it as a photographer when people do unplug weddings, but I feel like as a guest, I know I also want a photo of that moment, because it's such a iconic moment, getting married up there in front of your family and friends, and it's a beautiful setting. Like, how can you not take a photo of that, right? So one of my biggest things, if you're doing an unplugged wedding, I love this new trend, or it's a new trend, so you can make it a tradition or not. But as soon as I'm going to talk to you as if you're a bride and groom. You could be a bride and bride, you can be a groom. But for general sake, I'm going to say bride and groom. Okay, so say you as the bride, you're walking down the aisle and you meet your groom up there on stage. This is an opportunity for the officiant to say, please put away your phones, blah, blah, blah. However, your officiant can say, hey everyone, welcome to the wedding, blah, blah, blah. Please take 20 seconds to get that photo of the couple, and please put your devices away. We have paid for a photo and video team to capture the ceremony. We'd like for you to enjoy the ceremony. Say whatever it is, but basically give them those 20 seconds in the beginning of the ceremony to capture that photo, and then have them turn off their devices, put it away, put them on silent, whatever. So they have that picture. And honestly, it makes a really epic photo, having everyone come out to the aisle and everyone getting excited to get the best shot for the couple. I love it. And you know what? The couples usually, you, bride, groom, are usually cheesing up there because it's like you just saw each other walk down the aisle. Like everyone's looking at you, that you love, that you're seeing everyone for the first time that arrived on your wedding day, like flew in from out of the country or out of state, a few hours. They took off work, whatever it is, to be there. And you get to see them all. And all of them just loving on you guys. Yeah, it's going to feel like a paparazzi moment, but it's so different when you're up there. Even if you're one of those awkward couples that don't like the attention, it's different. It's going to be a very different feeling, exotic. Anyway, let's move on before we go on too much of a rant to tip number 2. Okay, so when you approach the altar as a couple, a lot of the times, you're standing like, I don't know, like, hang on, my phone's doing a weird thing. A lot of time when you approach a lot of the times when couples approach the altar, they stand like 10 feet apart. You want to be arm lengths apart, like being able to touch hands, okay? You don't want to be so far apart. Like, it doesn't look good for pictures. It looks like you guys don't like each other. So just be mindful of that. Another thing for the officiant is to make sure if there's a standing mic, and this is also the videographer's job or the DJ's job or the venue's job, whatever, but there's going to be a mic on stage, right, where the officiant speaks. Make sure that mic is really close to the officiant speaking, because a lot of the times the mic's so far away and sometimes in front of the couple, which is really bad for pictures when the mic is like blocking the couple. So we want the mic close to the officiant because they're mainly speaking during the ceremony, and they want to be very close to the mic and talking, because a lot of times the back of the ceremony can't really hear them because they're talking so far away for the mic. They want to be close. Okay, so that. And then the officiant's going to want to pick up that mic and hand it to whoever's speaking out of the bride and groom, groom. Okay? To do their vows, say their IDs, whatever. All right? Okay, so then a lot of the time, not a lot, I say 50-50, they forget to tell the guest to take a seat after the couple has walked down the aisle and started the ceremony. They need to remind the guests to get seated because they stand up when the bride comes down the aisle. So tell them to sit down. It's really awkward when I'm like whispering and like, you guys can get to sit down, but they feel like they shouldn't unless the officiant says so. All right, so the final tip for the officiant is, gosh, I can't tell you how many weddings, 9 out of 10 weddings I have to say, the officiant photobombs the first kiss, and their head is like on eyes or nose or right in between the moment of like their kiss between under their chins. So remind the officiant to step away before saying you now may kiss your bride or whatever it is. You may kiss the bride. So the officiant hi baby, sorry my kitties. My kitty has something else to say. She just reminded me of something. But you gotta remind the officiant to please step away before saying you now may kiss the bride, so there's no photo bombing at that moment. And for you as the couple, please hold that kiss, count to 5, do multiple kisses and hold it, because for photo and video, it gives us an opportunity to get different shots, just in case one turns out blurry, out of focus, or, you know, there was a really bad angle, things like that. So just really take that moment on stage for that first kiss, okay? Enjoy it. And as you walk down the aisle, there's going to be another moment where the photo and video team are yelling at you guys in a nice way, saying, kiss again, because the whole guests behind you in the crowd are like cheering and clapping or throwing rose petals, whatever it is, at you. So I love capturing a moment of the couple kissing down the aisle in the center while everyone's raised up around them, and it's really special for a photo moment. So I think we've covered everything for officiants at your wedding day and your ceremony in general. So I just want to say thank you for watching this video, and if you find these tips helpful, please leave a comment below, like and subscribe on the video, because then this video could be showed to more couples out there trying to plan their wedding and making it the best day ever. And I hope that I helped you and that I can help more. That's why I'm here. So thanks again. You can follow me on Instagram if interested, if you're a New Jersey, New York bride, or maybe Floridian, because I'm eventually going to move there one day. So follow me at Suess Moments Weddings, and send me a DM, say that you found me on YouTube. That'd be really great, because I'll follow you back, and that'd be really fun to like connect that way. Anyway, so have a great day, and if you have any questions, also drop a comment. All right, bye. Mwah.